Okay, hello everyone and welcome back to Neverwinter Nights 2. We are now beginning Act 2 and because of reasons we are now confined to the city of Neverwinter. A little odd. Can I just speak to Grubnar? Grubnar. Ah, there you are. Talk to? Yes?
Some way I can help?
I'm hoping to progress some of the influence quests here.
Klakcha. Let me think. Well, it's
I
not
don't reckon
gnomish,
I
goblin, orcish,
familiar
elvish,
with
draconic.
Grubnar.
Well, unless the K is silent,
But
but
you
even
never know.
then it would mean gizzard stone or its equivalent. But you know, I did notice you have a talent for languages. Don't you know this word?
Okay.
Well, that's odd. It may not be a word at all. Might be a title or a name. Most peculiar. Trust me, most of the names I've been called you can't translate in any language. They're not even real words as much as a succession of violent images.
Why am I not surprised? But yeah, I think we can establish at this point that Galakcha is a title, if anyone cares about that anymore. Well,
Of course. Ask
Just
away. Always ready with
let's-
answers. Yes, indeed.
progress, I guess.
Why? What don't I do? Really? Sometimes it's hard to keep track of it all. I play songs, write songs, build things, repair things, pick things, plant things, tinker with things until they're fixed. Or, well, need fixing. But that's rare. Sort of. I suppose you'd say I stick my hands in just about everything, including dark holes filled with phantom spiders. But that's another story. Some just come as one advances in the craft and gets more experience in the world. What? Why, I collect it.
So you just learn stuff because you can? You're not interested in applying it to anything?
I don't know. What an odd question. I like to gather facts and notes and journals just for the sake of knowing, really. Well, yes, but that's sort of the point, sometimes. When you have all those facts and numbers and words around your skull, you can pull out whatever you need to write a song. And, well, songs can help, sort of, to get more facts and lore. And the whole process begins again. Of course. Ask away. Always ready with answers.
Okay. Nothing at this moment. Maybe later.
What? What are we stopping for? What's wrong? You're being put on trial for killing an entire village. Doesn't that bother you?
Well, that does bother me. That is true. Okay, yeah, obvious evil answer. Seems a bit goody two-shoesy, not something for my character. I'll go for number one.
I don't see how you can be so calm about all this. You could be hanged, or worse, in Luskan. I mean, low justice in Luskan? It's really bad. Although it's not enough for anyone who attacked Ember as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. Does she know anything about Ember?
I traveled there last season. The thought that everyone there is dead. It's hard to believe. I mean, there aren't any militia or soldiers there, really. If anyone attacked it, they couldn't have put up much of a fight. A few. One or two I knew really well. The quartermaster was always kind to me, although he was a little too obsessed with his logbook. Had to track every shipment in, out, along the coast, off the coast. But still, a nice person. There was Elaine, of course. She let me stay in her family's home when the roads were washed out while I was there. You know, she did quite a bit of trading herself between Ember and Port Last and the neighboring villages. I wonder if she was in Ember when it was attacked.
Well, maybe we could go look for this person.
We could check in Port Last. If she was on a trade run, she may have passed through there. The steward of Port Last, Hieromus, might know more. Although, if he thinks you're the killer, don't expect a warm reception.
Noted. Seems like that'll be a part of the story quest.
All right, go on and ask. Well, aside from the frequent kidnapping, yes, I suppose I'm still trying to figure out what's going on. But don't worry, I'll try to keep up. So don't trouble yourself, all right?
Oh, okay. I'm fine with that.
Gods, you're a pain. Forget it then. Let's keep moving, shall we? All right,
Although
go
I
on and ask.
still have questions.
Amanjaro was my great-grandfather. Or my great-great-grandfather. To be honest, I can't remember which. I heard he was a little eccentric, but harmless. He died a long time ago. My mother told me that he saw me a few times as a babe. But I was too young to remember. Mother said that he would cradle me and sing to me, and I would, well, pull out his beard hairs.
I'm trying to remember here. We haven't really heard any description of Haven, right? I mean, from first-hand accounts. So all we really know about it comes from what Chandra was told as a child. So, well, I mean, and even then it might have been just, a tale to scare children with. So how do we know, quote unquote, that it is illegal? Oh, well, anyway, let's see what we find out.
Well, I thought it was just a story. Make-believe. And wizards do protect their towers. I thought she was just exaggerating.
Yeah, just what I was
mean,
saying.
the whole inescapable death trap and thousands of spiders from the abyss thing. It was hard to take my mother seriously when she said things like that.
So where do we find it?
I've been thinking about it, but honestly, I have no idea where it is. I doubt it would help much anyway. And the whole idea of having to spill my blood to get in there, well, I'm not in any real hurry to find it either.
Well, does it have to, be outside of your body? I mean, you're just a walking sack of Gerald blood, right? Let's just pretend I didn't say that.
That's what my mother said. I wouldn't mind trying other people's blood first if they volunteer. Maybe we could bleed Bishop. Try it out.
Seconded.
The way you're going, girl, I think we'll have more than enough of your blood when we find this haven. If we ever do.
His hearing's a little too sharp. Still, Mother was pretty insistent on the blood part. And a whole pint of it. That's a little much.
Yeah. I mean, the human body holds like 3 to 5 liters of blood. A pint is, well, not quite half a liter, but that's still quite a bit. If this were at all based on, well, real blood and how real people react to lots of blood, this would be an exaggeration.
Yeah, probably.
You know, pint, pinch. I mean, almost spelled the same, right?
All right, go on and ask.
Oh yeah, right. We haven't found out about this. Oh, and we could get some stories about Amanjaro. Yeah, that'd be good. But first, hi Claire.
There's not much to tell. To be honest, my mother died many years ago. Bad marsh fever. Not much I could do. As for my father, well, I didn't really know him. Died when I was very young. He's more like a blur than a memory. What about you? I mean, if you want to talk about it. Yeah, I mean, if you want to talk about it. I mean, your father, or your uncle, he seems very nice.
Yeah, which one's the demon again? My foster father. Well, that's true.
He was? He looked like he'd been a tavern keeper for, well, forever. Huh. He seems so down to earth to be an adventurer. No offense. Thanks for sharing that, by the way. You didn't have to. But knowing you actually have family and knowing what they do, well, that's important, I think.
It's odd that you place such an emphasis on this. Well, I suppose I can't really make sense of it at this point.
Distant? Why? Well, you might want to ask why you still have the chance. He may have his reasons, and if he were to pass away suddenly, you'd never know.
Well, it would be good if he actually showed any inclination of wanting to tell me.
I was wondering, who trained you to be a hero? Who was your teacher?
Oh. What? Obsidian, did you slip up here? Okay, well, since I don't really know.
Well, you might want to ask why you still have the chance. He may have his reasons, and if he were to
okay,
pass
yeah.
away suddenly,
I think
you'd
Obsidian just
never
messed up
know.
the dialogue here.
Doesn't your father know anything about her? It seems like he would.
Right, I've been looking for this dialogue option for quite a bit of time.
What does Dagon say about your mother? Did he know her? Well, you might want to ask why you still have the chance. He may have his reasons, and it... All right.
Okay,
go on
that's
and ask.
old hat. Now let's hear about
Amanjaro
Amanjaro.
was my great-grandfather. I heard he was a little... My mother told me that he saw me a few times as a babe. But I was
Oh,
too young to
we've already
remember.
heard about all this. Okay, well, let's keep moving then. Did we get any kind of influence? We did indeed. Oh. Influence lost. And more lawful? Ah, okay. So, Nishka, do you have any news?
What's going on? Me? Well, no one usually asks. This is... Okay, well, I have... Yeah, were they a hard... Anyway, but you know, those questions. Go ahead. I'm all horns. Yeah, but shh. Questions. Nishka. Me. Usually they call me thief. I'm told it means something in the... Yeah, but shh. Questions. I'm good, and I may have accident... Questions. Go ahead.
No, nothing new there.
Something you need? Go? They didn't seem to hear a word I was saying. I told them I was there to learn how to fight. They just threw back words in my face, then they got all quiet on me. I almost thought I might have to smash a few skulls to get my point across. But they weren't listening. I even shouted a few times, and after that, they just got silent. You humans have got some things to learn about dwarf home courtesy. Ah, they were just being stubborn and selfish. Not worth my time.
Well, I think I'll see how this goes, but to be honest, I am very much tempted to tell him to stop being a monk. But that all... Well, but if I don't have him as a healer, I'm guessing monks do heal in this game. If I will then have to rely only on Eleni for healing, that will be a slight weakness in my party makeup.
It makes no sense. It's wordplay. Riddles.
Okay, where are we going with this?
Well, it just seems like dodging a fight is, well, cowardly. Goblin-like.
Number one.
Whatever you say. I don't hold to that belief. I don't.
Okay, some other time. Oh, Cora,
Great. What's wrong now?
any news with you?
Glenna's father, and one of the masters at the school, deals with enchantments and reagents. Powerless, like the others. That little twig of a girl who threatened me. Us, at the Sunken Flagon. Don't worry. I'm trying to forget her too. He's all bluster and talk like the rest of them. I was defending myself, and if he's too blind to see that, then let him try to do something. He even has to get his students to fight for him. A worthless house, if you ask me. His daughter deserved what happened. Go on and ask. Why? Like you care? If I didn't almost burn down your uncle's dumb establishment, I wouldn't even be here.
Hey!
Oh, stow it, you drunk.
Yeah, what is her problem?
My problem is, people keep telling me what to do, and I don't need to hear it anymore. I can handle myself. I know my powers, and I don't need somebody telling me how to use them.
Well, if you're going to be part of a group, you're going to, eventually have to, well, behave in such a way that they can trust that you will not lit a wall of fire under their bunks during the night. Okay? Sound good? Make sense? Yes?
Go on and ask. Glenna's father, and one of the masters at the school, deals
Okay, I
with
think this
enchantments
is
and
where
he's
we
all bluster and talk like the
proceed
rest
with
of them.
this.
I was defending myself, and if he even has to get his... Go on and ask. Glenna's father, and one of the masters at the school, he's all... He even has to get his student.
Okay, that's not gonna happen. Sand, can we speak to you?
Yes? The name is familiar. I believe he was once a low-level wizard of the host tower of the Arcane. But to have him rise so high, so quickly... He must have gained a powerful patron indeed. He was cunning and had skill with the craft, but not enough to warrant this.
I think we smell a rat.
I did not know him well, but the mere fact he has risen to power so quickly cannot mean he has a stable power base. And it must mean he made many enemies. Such enemies may reveal themselves if we seek to stop him, and they will become our allies. The true rulers of Luskin? No, no more than any other wizard in these regions. To deal with the host tower is to invite death, either slow or quick.
Well, we're not getting any more information there.
Very well. What answers do you
At
seek?
least... Well, at least we know where to go for his influence quest. Well, the dialogue options.
Well, I am not one to speak badly of the dead, but Dalaran most likely deserved whatever death he had coming, and deserves to be buried in the Betrayer's graveyard. It was a wonder that he wasn't exiled during the war with Luskin for his questionable involvement with weapon shipments, but the matter was not brought to light. Yet somehow, Nasher ended up getting a deed to his lands, a tithe against future levies, and a full company of additional soldiers. Times were difficult, and it was a necessary oversight on Nash's part, but Dalaran never deserved to live past the war with Luskin. I doubt any murder is truly just, but did he deserve to be tried and executed? Oh, yes. Very
Well,
well. What answers do
Everyone
you
does does deserve a free trial. I agree with that.
Don't worry, I have put Leomon's merchant elemental in my stead back at the shop.
Okay, maybe we should go there and have a look.
It's difficult to explain, but trust me, you'll still be able to trade there if you wish, and use the alchemy workbench.
Okay, good enough. Do you have
Yes.
anything
Is
new
there something
to
you wish
say?
of me? I went there because there was but a greater good. I went battling the There is no doubt. I appreciate perhaps another time when the words are. You are correct. You have even helped achieve resolution where before there were very well. I did not inform them of. I betrayed my oath to my order, to Neverwinter. I had doubts about my service to Nasher, to the city itself.
Ah, we are making progress.
It was an impulsive decision, and not the correct one. There was no place in Neverwinter for me any longer, and the farther I traveled from Neverwinter's walls, the more I saw what harm was befalling people, such as those at Old Owlwell. The policies of Neverwinter and the health of the city do depend on politics, on trade relations. But if that is the sole focus, then the people in need of aid are sometimes lost in its shadow. I needed to travel to Old Owlwell to try and take direct action, to make a discernible difference in the lives of those who need it. And I feel there we may have succeeded. So for that, I thank you. As am I. Perhaps if there were more ones such as you in Neverwinter's service, it might draw others. Very well.
Okay, I think it is about time to end the episode. I still need to talk to Eleni and Bishop, but we'll do that in the next episode. Or, I don't know, start actually making things happen in the story. Until then.